Good morning, students. I am Ms. Republica Borgohain, Assistant Professor, Assam Downtown University, Guwahati, Department of Pharmaceutical Science. So today I will be going to discuss regarding the topic that is inborn errors of amino acid metabolism. So here it is. So as we know, the inborn errors of metabolism, they occur when some enzyme involved in metabolism is abnormal. The abnormality occurs due to a mutation in gene encoding the enzyme. The affected enzyme may be absent or deficient. Inborn errors may occur in metabolism of all nutrients, including amino acids. When an enzyme is absent or deficient, metabolism of the concerned amino acid becomes abnormal. So over 50 inborn errors of metabolism of amino acids have been discovered. The clinical abnormalities may occur due to decreased synthesis of products, accumulation of intermediates, then formation of alternate metabolites. Many disorders result in neurological abnormalities and mental retardation. Early diagnosis and treatment can prevent neurological abnormalities. Generally, the treatment comprises restricted intake or exclusion of the affected amino acid from the diet. So these are some of the relatively common inborn errors, and they are primary hyperoxaluria, maple syrup urine disease, that is MSUD, cystinuria, homocystinuria, phenylketonuria PKU, alkaptonuria, then tyrosinemia, albinism, histidinemia, Hartnup disease. So these are the relatively common inborn errors which occur due to the deficiency of the amino acid. So here it comes the primary hyperoxaluria. Hyperoxaluria, it's a disorder of glycosylate metabolism. So glycosylate, it is formed from hydroxyproline, and normally glycoxylate is transaminated to glycine or is oxidized to form it. Glycoxylate is converted into oxalate when glycine transaminase is deficient. Oxidation of glycosylate is impaired. This leads to hyperoxaluria, and recurrent formation of oxalate stones in urinary tract occurs. So now comes the maple syrup urine disease, which I have discussed in my previous video. So it's a brief discussion regarding it. So I will be just concluding it about what is maple syrup urine disease, what happens in this disorder. So it's a disorder of the branched chain amino acids, valine, leucine, and isoleucine. So enzymes catalyzing the first two reactions in the catabolism, these are common. So branched chain amino acids are first transmitted to alpha keto acids. The alpha keto acids undergo oxidative decarboxylation, and oxidative decarboxylation is catalyzed by alpha keto isovalerate dehydrogenase. So this enzyme is absent or deficient in MSUD, that is maple syrup urine disease. So this is the chart for valine, leucine, and isoleucine. These are the three branched chain amino acids. And due to the application of the branched chain amino acid transaminase, in case of valine, we get alpha keto isovaleric acid, and it leads to isobutyryl coenzyme A. Then in case of leucine, we get alpha keto isocaproic acid, and then it transforms to isovalyryl coenzyme A. Then in case of isoleucine, that is alpha keto beta methyl valeric acid, it turns to alpha methyl butyryl coenzyme A. So the enzyme deficiency leads to accumulation and increased urinary excretion of branched chain amino acids. They are alpha keto acid derivatives. So this imparts a typical odor to urine similar to that of maple syrup or burnt sugar. The clinical signs and symptoms appear within 1 week of birth. Lethargy, vomiting, and aversion to food are early signs. These are followed by severe brain damage and ultimately death. The treatment consists of exclusion of branched-chain amino acids from diet. This is required until the plasma levels fall to normal. Thereafter, the intake is restricted so as to maintain the plasma levels. A milder variant of maple syrup urine disease is intermittent branched-chain ketonuria. In this, the decrease in enzyme activity is only moderate. The signs and symptoms are milder and appear much later. The excretion of branched-chain alpha-keto acids is intermittently increased. So in my next video, I will be discussing about cystinuria. So this was the short introduction about the inborn diseases that occurs due to the deficiency of amino acids. Thank you.